guys, it's Loves to Loom here. Today I'm here to show you how to make this super cute Twin Town bracelet. And this was created by my lovely friend Suzanne HB on YouTube. And you can definitely check her out on her Instagram page, As Crazy Just Might Work. So I will of course have her info in the box below, so you can check her out and give her a follow if you're not already. So here's just a couple different views of this super cute hook only bracelet, but it does take approximately 240 bands or so, depending on your wrist size. And without babbling on anymore, let's get started. To make this bracelet, you are going to need any type of hook and just one C-clip. The first thing that we're going to need in order to make this bracelet is a single chain like so. So I already have mine prepared, but I will just quickly show you. To start off, you simply need to make a cap band on your hook like so. And then we're just going to continuously pull one link after the other onto our hook. Pulling that through the next one. And so on and so forth. So you'll just keep doing that until you have your desired length. I believe my wrist took about 40 lengths because it does shrink up, but you may need to adjust it. So that's what you're going to do. Once you reach your desired length of your single chain, I will come back and we will start adding onto the bracelet. Okay, so once you have your length, you're just going to want to secure the top so we don't lose any band. So I'm just going to do a slip knot. Make sure you secure it. You can definitely use a C-clip if you want, but I feel like that's just easier. So come down to the beginning and find your cap band. And you want it facing in this direction so that you can like look through that cap band. We're going to come with our hook and come underneath, and that's where we're going to pull our first band through. And this is the direction we'll be working up the whole time with our cap band facing that direction. So I'm going to use my green specialty bands, which is going to be where the blue is on this one. So they'll be like my inner bands. And then I'll use silver for the gold border. So grab one of your inner bands, pull that through. And for this first time, we're only going to be pulling one through. For the rest of the bracelet, we'll be pulling two of that color. So now to start it off, we're going to pull our border through both bands. Or this whole band, you know, that's on our hook. Reattach. So now we're going to come up to the next link. And we are going to start on the first link, but then going forward after that, we're going to do every other. We're going to go from the side here. Make sure your bracelet is facing straight like that. We're just going to be picking up this right corner right here. We're now going to grab our inner band. That's only going to go through the first band on our hook, like so. Grabbing your second band, which is still the same color. So go under the first, holding on to the second one, I'm going to bring that under the third, like so, and then I'll reattach it, which makes you have that. So you should have two of the same color there. Now we're going to grab our border band color. And this is going to come through the first three bands, like so. And then lastly, we're going to do our border band again, which is going to go through the rest of the bands on your hook, which should be three, like so. So now we're going to come up and go into our next link. But remember, from here on out, we're going to be skipping a link. So we won't do this one. We're going to come up to this one, coming through from the side. I'm just picking up that right band right there. And we're going to do that again. So we start by grabbing our inner color. It's going to come through only that first band that we picked up and reattach it. Grabbing another green. I'm going to go under the first band, and then I'm going to grab one of the second one and bring it under the third. Reattach, whoops, like so. Grab your border band. The border band's going to go through the first three bands. and then lastly our border band again. So we'll always be bringing 2 of our inner color bands and then 2 of our border color bands. So this one goes through everything and reattach. So we're going to come up to our next link. So skipping this one, we're going to go up to this one here, grabbing only that outer right band. Placing that on, we're going to go under the first band. Grab your second band, going under the first, grabbing the second and going under the third. So basically you're going under the first and third band. It's very simple, but very, very cute. Grabbing our border band, this goes through the first 3 bands. And now this one will go through the remaining 3 bands. Skip your next link here. Make sure my bracelet's straight. So skipping this one, coming up to this one, like so. And that is what you do the whole time. So when you reach the top, you should have 2 links left, and that is counting the one that you have slip knotted at the top. So you want to be at this point where you'd be going into your next link, except we're not going to do that. So since we're at the top, we're just going to secure this band here until we until we complete the other side. So I'm going to slip knot that nice and securely. Just make sure you have those slip knots nice and tight. And then when we finish the other side, we'll come back and we'll get that all closed up together. Okay, so we're going to come back down so that we can now do the left side. Now to do the opposite side, I need to turn my bracelet basically upside down. I kind of work with it sideways, but you don't want to work from underneath because it does look a little different on the back than it does on the front. So having it upside down, I'm going to come through the back side, do that cap band, and now we're just basically going to be doing the same thing, and it is a little easier to identify because we already have the right side done, so you can easily identify the loop that we need to be grabbing is the same loop that was already done on that side. So for this first one, remember we're only going to pull 1 inner band through the cap band, and then we'll pull our border color band through and reattach it. And now we are going to go into that very first length, just like we did on the other side. So coming from the back, or from the side I guess it would be, and just picking up that loop right there, which in turn is connected to the other side. So if you pull it, you can see that. Grab your green or whatever your inner color is, and we're going to go through the first loop, reattach it. Grab your second one, and remember we're going to go under the first, grab a hold of the second, and go under the third, like so. Grab your So I'll just do it a couple times since it's the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get that side finished up. I will come back when I reach the top and we will close it up. Okay guys, so I am at the top and this is what it looks like. I just have that last band on my hook like we did on the other side. So I am upside down right now, so I'm going to actually go right side up, which in turn means I will be on the back side, but that's okay because we're just closing it. So what we're going to do is, leaving this on our hook, we need to unslip knot that middle band. Just make sure you don't lose anything else, so hold on to the band underneath of it a little bit and undo that carefully. So what we're going to do is come from like the back side, or I guess it would be the front side technically, and we're going to put that whole band on our hook. So just coming from behind like this, I'm just going to scoop it up like that. And now we need to add this one onto our hook over here. So we need to unslip knot that too, very carefully. And now we can go ahead and add that on. like so. And voila. That's what it looks like at the top from the front. So that second one does turn just a tiny bit, but it really does blend in. And that's just what it looks like. So there you have the completed Twin Town bracelet that is created by Suzanne HB on YouTube. You can also find her on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. If you do make this bracelet, please make sure you tag her as well as myself, Loves to Loom on Instagram. We'd love to see your rendition of it. And if you do like this cute design, please hit the like button below as well. So I do appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you at my next video.